What's good, everybody? Back with another video. So today, what I'm gonna be doing is continuing my series of the Let's Talk. But I think I'm gonna change the name of it to Tea Talk because I got a couple things that I'm gonna harvest from my backyard that I'm gonna put in this tea. And then I'm just gonna sit down and we're gonna talk about a couple things that I got on my mind. So first, I'm finna grab a couple pieces of sage. Come over here, grab some Go-To Cola. This is very good for the brain. It helps fight Alzheimer's as well as dementia. Next, I'm gonna add a little sprig of this rosemary. Couple pieces of these ashwagandha leaves. If y'all didn't know, y'all can use the leaves of the ashwagandha for a tea as well. It just won't be as potent as the root. Got some peppermint right here that I'm gonna put in there as well for taste. I will also be adding some lemongrass. And last but not least, lemon balm. Lemon balm is very good for a lot of things, the mind, the body, and the soul. The mind, because it helps with insomnia as well as anxiety. The body, because it helps with your digestive system. And the soul, because of the aromatherapy that it offers. So right now with this tea talk, it's really just gonna be about is possibilities. That's what the subject of this is. When I first started gardening, I would look at YouTube, I would go on Google, I would scour the internet looking for things that I could try or that would work. But I found myself when I tried a lot of these things and they didn't work, I would blame it on myself. But the thing with Google, the thing with YouTube, is it is not personalized to your exact climate. It is not personalized to your microclimate. I'm out here in the backyard. Y'all can't see the garden right now, but I'm out here in the backyard and there's parts of my backyard that is shaded about 8 hours a day. And then there's parts that gets no shade at all during the day. Those are microclimates. So whenever you might look up something, oh, can I grow squash in the shade? Well, if I looked it up, it's not gonna give me the nuance of like once my squash get long enough, half of it gonna be in the shade and the other half still gonna be in the sun. So with that being said, it's a lot of things you have to learn through experience. That's what gardening is. That's how our ancestors learned gardening, by trying things out, writing down their results, and then trying it again. And then whenever they moved, because we have to remember too, we were nomadic people. Moving from place to place, we had to constantly adapt to new areas. If we move to a different area that nobody has been, or that we can't understand the language of that area, we have to come up with our own thing. You have to become one with the land. A person who lives in North Carolina cannot tell me how to become one with the land in Texas. Do you want to know why? Not because they don't know, not because they're not master gardeners or experts. They can give me pointers, but I guarantee you if I went to North Carolina and they came to Texas and we switched roles, it would take time for us to adjust to the climate. Like I said, the main reason that I made this channel is to show people that it's possible. Y'all don't hear me going around saying that a lot of stuff is law, because it's not. Nature has its own law, and the law that natures follow is nature's law. That's it. It doesn't follow the law of, oh, when you put a seed in the ground, it has to germinate. It doesn't follow the law of, oh, it's gonna rain every whatever. Oh, it doesn't follow any law that us as humans can fathom. Nature is what nature is, and that's the beauty of it. That's why I care so much about gardening. It brings life into this world, and you're just a part of the natural life cycle. Anything when it comes to gardening, just have fun, experiment. It's a lot of gardening experts out here telling y'all not to do certain things, but you know why they telling you not to do it? Because it didn't work for them. Like I said, in Central Texas, people used to tell me all the time, oh, you can't plant nothing in the ground here. Don't even try it. You're wasting your time. What did I do this year? I grew okra in the ground. I had tomatoes in the ground. I had other herbs in the ground. So there are things that you could put in the ground here. It's up to you to experiment and find those things out, because listening to the outside will discourage your own gardening journey. Only you know why you're gardening. My gardening journey is different than other people's. Me, when I started gardening, all I cared about was organic, and I still stand on that now. Like organic, self-sustainability, making sure that I'm not putting stuff in my body that the store wants to put in my body. So why would I go out and buy Miracle-Gro? Not saying there's anything wrong with the people who do buy Miracle-Gro, but if I started off being organic, I don't want what's from the store. Why would I go back and put that in my journey? In my journey, I have found that you can go to your local compost facility. In my journey, I have found that you could go to your local nursery. I have found that there are certain areas that you could dig up topsoil, mix it with other amendments, and then it'll make the soil actually become more drainage. You can mix this clay soil with certain things and it will get better. But it takes you to get out there and try. Gardening is not easy, but it is not hard. Gardening is what you make it. Gardening is what you want it to be. Gardening is a natural act. Literally, it is a natural act that our ancestors did on a day-to-day basis. Where would we be right now if our ancestors never learned how to garden? Where would we be right now if our ancestors never knew about nature? We will be even farther in the hole. You know why? Because what connects everyone in this world is the ground we stand on, and the air we breathe, and the water we drink. That's what connects everybody. So with that being said, don't put things in your garden that are gonna hurt your future as well as the future around you, because you're not always gonna be there. So you putting 20 in your soil, it's gonna be somebody who wanna buy that land in 100 years, and they're not gonna be able to use that land. They're not gonna be able to be considered certified organic because you have destroyed their possibilities. Be one with nature. I don't know why a lot of people started gardening. Some people, it was for their mental health. So it doesn't matter, like, when it comes to what soil you buy. It doesn't matter where you get your seeds from. Those things don't matter. But what I'm saying is to make those things matter, because they do matter. Why go through the extra effort of growing it yourself when you're basically growing the same thing that the store is giving you? You could have saved time and money and did something else. Like I said, this is not me coming down on anybody, because like I said, I'm just fortunate enough that in my gardening journey, that's what I cared about. That's all I cared about was organic. So when I seen, oh, that's not organic, that's not even in the picture. If something is not organic, it's not even in the picture. Then we gotta go to, oh, is it sustainable? Okay, let me see, is it organic and sustainable? Then it's higher on my list. Okay, is it organic, sustainable, and is this something that I could emulate and do myself so I don't have to keep paying somebody to do it? I'm just saying what's a part of my journey so some people could just resonate with what I'm saying. All we can do is the best that we can do. And that's why I say I don't judge nobody who buy Miracle-Gro, because some places all you have is a Lowe's and a Home Depot, and they don't make the effort. But we are not going in demanding them to have better soil. They have pallets and pallets and pallets. Like, I could literally see it from the highway. I could see the Miracle-Gro. I could see these brands. But this is what people look for: household name, household name, household name. Miracle-Gro does not even deserve my breath. It is not suitable for human consumption, in my opinion. But once again, I have my own preferences, and I'm not coming down on anybody else. This is just me. If you ask me, anybody who needs some advice on how to start a garden, just start. I know I've been saying all this about Miracle-Gro. I know I've been saying this about these big brands. But if that's where you gotta start there. But just remember in your mind that whenever this Miracle-Gro, oh, it grows so good. Oh, I love my plants in Miracle-Gro. Just remember to strive for something better. Strive for self-sustainability. Strive for your own confidence. Don't give credit to Miracle-Gro. But that's what Miracle-Gro does as well. It takes the props from nature and it gives it to this chemically manufactured soil. Compost is living organisms that you could directly give thanks to. You give gratitude to these living organisms in your soil. But no, we have to give gratitude to a label, a image, which is something I don't agree with. These are just my thoughts that while I'm drinking this tea. I could share with y'all my gardening journey on how I got to where I am now. And I'm very far from where I want to be. Like, I want my own land. Like all the YouTubers and Google people that I've seen that show stuff that seems to be so unattainable, like, that's still something I'm trying to attain. It's just not the way that they present it. I'm not trying to become a big YouTuber so I could start selling pots or container garden stuff or none of that. Like, literally my purpose of doing this is for people who are like me, look like me, have a past like me, where it's like, oh, I didn't know about gardening. I didn't know that this really could be something that could help save my life from myself or from other people. That's why I care about gardening so much. It's deeper than just a container. It's deeper than Miracle-Gro. It's deeper than compost. It's deeper than it's in me. This is something that is within me. I just want to be able to give the passion to others. Like I keep saying, the reason they keep doing us like this is because we aren't speaking up for ourselves. We aren't making any changes ourselves. Gil Scott-Heron, the revolution will not be televised. Every day that we go into this garden and plant a seed, that's not being televised. But we are revolutionizing this world. We are going back. Every day you plant a seed, you are being a revolutionary. Every day that you don't buy from Walmart, H-E-B, Kroger's, Home Depot, Lowe's, all these places, you are a revolutionary. It's about self-sustainability. That's what we came from. That's what my community came from. That's what my ancestors came from, self-sustainability. Growing our own crops, teaching one another, not abusing the land, not overgrazing, not murdering for food. That's why it's so deep within me, because I know it comes from somewhere deeper than me. I know this is in my ancestors, man. I'm just showing y'all this passion right now so y'all really truly see where I'm coming from when I talk about this gardening stuff. This isn't just a hobby for me. Be a revolutionary. Be the change that you want to see. I know I started on one subject and kind of transferred to something else, but that's just what it is. That's why it's called Tea Talk. So I'm almost done with my cup of tea. So with that said, it's a beautiful day to garden. I hope y'all have a beautiful day. Peace.
Draining all your energy, better pull them like a weed. Undefeated in life, shit, I sprouted like a seed.